So hi everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel Fitness Freak Computer Geek. So far we have designed the shipping page. We are actually using the shipping address. So in our cart actually we were saving the shipping address that is also going in our local storage. So we are doing it right now. We'll design a next page that is the payment page. But before that, let's design the steps. Like what are the steps that will be highlighted once we go into those steps. So what I mean by that, like suppose you are login. So in the top of my it should show login. Then we are in shipping address. Then it should show shipping. Then we go to payment. Then it is to show payment. And then we go to place order. Then it should highlight the place order. You are getting it, like every step it will be highlighted, so we will know that the user will know that in which step he is actually are in. So for that I will create new component called checkout steps, and I will put my step, and for the each page I will pass in the props what are the step that is covered. Okay, so let's design that first, then we will design this payment page. So it's already designed, but we are not saving this in cart. So now we will save this in cart, and next we will design this place order page. Okay, so let's go now. Let's design this checkout step first. Okay, so let's do step by step. Let's design our the shipping checkout steps component. I'm gonna go here. It's a component here. Let's call this as checkout steps .jsx rfc. So what's gonna do here, in props we will need to pass the steps here. So we'll start here as step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. We'll go in fourth step. So once we pass these props, now we will design this will be actually checkout container, and inside this we will have our checkout step, all the items. So it's a simple component, so we'll design our 4 item here. So I will do like this. Checkout step item, one by one item, and we have 4 item. So this is a shortcut for designing 4 item without writing all the HTML. So what will be the first step? We'll first check here if step 1 exit, then what's we gonna do? We will do a link to let's design this way first. So let's import this first. Anyway, login, and we will make redirect to login, and if this step not present, then we will disable this. So we'll do the same. Let's copy this. We will just provide a class name here. We will not redirect to anywhere. We will just equal checkout steps disabled. So we have this now, and we should import it first. That's not importing. Let's import manually. Okay, I am using now Git autopilot. Copilot to automate our coding. So you can install here. You can install this also, but because it is free for the new latest VS Code versions. That is by it is official, that is official announced by VS Code, so and GitHub, so you can use that freely. Anyway, so what's we gonna do? We're gonna do the same thing for the next step, and it will be shipping only. Shipping. Okay. The next step is payment. Payment. And the next step is place order. So let me go to app page. I don't remember that I've created that or not. It's been a long time now. So shipping, payment, pay, place order, and this should match actually. Otherwise, we won't able to redirect to those pages. Okay. So we have already created this in the earlier lecture. I have shown you this. So let's do this now, and let's change the step. Don't forget to change the step. So I'm gonna go a little bit fast here because actually I haven't designed this CSS, I guess. So where I'm searching, I should search in app.css. So I haven't designed this, so let's design this. We'll place is checkout page. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna put some CSS style. You can find in my Git repo actually, the code. And the next one is we have checkout item. We will not provide to any of this, any class. Just design if you need to provide in future actually. So let's do for this. This class is important. So I think we have this color. What we have, white, yeah. So let's see. To see this actually, we are not seeing this anywhere. We have to provide this in pages. So let's go to shipping page. I think we have the shipping page right now. Yeah. So inside this, let's call the checkout method. Checkout step 1 and step 2. We will provide here. Okay, actually. So let's see now. See, we are in login. So we will go to redirect page, and if you go to checkout, then we see this shipping. If we not provide this step 2, what will happen there? See. See. Okay, now it's coming. So we are in login step. So if you do let's go with some deeper color. I think this one is the color BG. Our own BG color actually. Yeah, let it be. Let's remove the variant. That's it. So it should have subs. Okay. So see, this is by default coming because I have cursor not allowed, so we cannot do the step. So see this. So it's perfect now. So what we could do, we could just bring the step 2 here. What will happen now? See, perfect. So once we go to payment page and place order, it will come. So we're done with this checkout. Now let's go to payment page actually. We close this out. We don't need checkout, as always we don't need app also. So let's go to payment page now. So in the payment page also we need to provide the checkout. What is happening here? Yeah, it's already giving me this, but I'm not able to import this. Silly. Import checkout step from this. I should go there. Okay, perfect. So the autopilot is making the code easier actually. Yeah. Anyway, we have to focus on the logic. So let's go to payment page now, and it should have pre-selected. Perfect. If we go to shipping page, then payment will be disabled. In payment, then payment. Now let's put it in our local storage and finish with the payment page now. It's very pretty. We're not doing anything in payment actually. We will do in actually the place order page. Okay. So let's go step by step. Let's design our constant action and reducer as we do. Let's go to constant.py and let's open the cart constant. If you remember cart constant. So we will do here. What else? Suppose let's go with cart save payment method. Actually, I wanted to exactly write the same method, but Git had Copilot doing it for me. So let's do that. Follow this because I wanted to do this save payment only. How the hell he know? He's reading my mind. So now let's close this and then let's open now cart action. So I'm gonna copy this. Or you can write, let's see the actually I wanted to do this save payment method, and it's already given me the things I wanted to do. I wanted to dispatch that action the constant and with the payload with the data, and the data will be like what is the payment method, and I wanted to store it in local storage. So it is doing what for me. Anyway, I was going to copy it and write it again, but the Copilot is giving me the code, so I'm gonna go with that, and we just need to import this. So much life become easier here. Okay, payment method. So now we have to go in store.js and do the things here. See, it's so much easier and convenient here. I don't have to write any line here actually. So and we're gonna use this in the cart state itself. So payment method. So let's see it's been registered in our local storage in the cart or not. Here we go, payment method come. So we are successfully registered it in our initial state. So let's now go to our reducer and let's dispatch that action. Okay, I imported it. Okay, I imported. Let's open cart reducer now, and we're gonna add one new case here. What is this? Okay, after this case, let's see, it's given me the options here. So I wanted to destructure the state and provide a payment method and extended payload. Perfectly, we are doing it, and we need to import this. That's it. That's it. We have done with the reducer also. Now it should save in our local storage and update our the reducer. So let's see. And one more thing I wanted to do here, but it won't catch that method until we do changes in the payment page actually. So let's do those changes now. Hope you're getting it. Now it should be easier for you, like we have done so many times now. What we need here, we need the cart, which will be coming from use selector, the state that we have, the cart state. What happened? You selected this one. I wanted, but this I haven't imported that. Let's import this. I wanted to do this. It's not importing. It will import me for us. Okay, and now it's importing. Now we have the cart. Now we're gonna destructure the shipping address. Perfect. So why we need this? Because if shipping address is not provided, we should not redirect the user to this payment field. Without shipping address, user cannot make a payment. So that's why. And we need the dispatch also. We're gonna dispatch the action. Dispatch equal to use dispatch, and it's not going to import. Let's see, import in. Okay. So we'll check that if shipping address dot address not present, then we're gonna redirect it to the shipping page. So for that we need the navigate also. Use navigate from React router DOM. Okay, importing, yeah. So now we'll check here. Let's define payment method first, and then we check them. The const payment method, set payment method, and by default it should be PayPal. That's why I wanted to make it here. But let's go to what I have done here. PayPal. Let PayPal let this. Now we'll check if shipping address not present, then navigate to shipping page. Okay. And then what's you gonna do next? We'll design the submit handler later. Let's do it. Let's wrap this inside a form container. Emit wrap inside a form. So we don't need to provide any action. We need this actually. On change method. What happened here? On change, set the payment method at event.target.value. So we'll set this payment method PayPal only. Select PayPal or credit card for PayPal only. And what's we gonna do here? We need to design on submit actually. On submit, actually we don't. So we'll design this handle payment method now. So e.payment detail dispatch this say payment method with the payment method, and we will navigate to placeholder page. So I'm actually wanna do this. So he's already done the course, then it's perfect. And let's call this method from our actions. So we are pretty much ready to go actually. This was a very smaller page, so let's test this now. Use state not defined. Okay, maybe I haven't imported it. Where is that go? So let's import this. So let's see now our cart. The payment it should call now. Let's do continue. So the now we should have the payment method. Okay, still not, it's not triggered. What happened here? Let's go back again to. Okay, somehow it's not triggering. It's not a bit cart item only, and we don't have shipping address. We don't have the. It's not saving it. Let's see the error. If we have some error. Okay, it is calling or not? Let's see. Console log something here. Let's do something. Payment method. Yeah, let's call this and call this also. I want to call here. I think it should happen. Payment method value maybe. Let's see this method is being called or not. I think something wrong with this method only. Let's go back. Let's go to shipping page. Let's continue. Let's go to inspect. Let's go to console. Okay, this method is not being called here. See, go back here. This is not happening. Something wrong. I think I put on click, maybe on submit. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, I think the form should be below this. It's not taking the submit method actually. Okay, it should be here. Or is it? It's correct, right? Yeah, now it's correct. It should work now. So we should have now updated our. Still not coming. Okay, it is actually redirecting. I shouldn't use this link here now because we have now the navigate option. So I should remove this also now. What happened here? Okay. Continue here. Then if we do, okay, now it's called payment PayPal. Payment value is not defined, but hope it's updating our state. Okay, perfect. We have updating the state here. See the difference. And also we should have in our local storage. Perfect. So done with that. It's a silly mistake. I forgot to remove that punt. And let's check about this UI now. Something need to be done here. Level here and form here. Let's put this above here. It will work. Okay, and let's go to select method now. Let's make it align items. Flex direction to. Okay, it's perfect. And little bit of gap maybe. Okay, we have two partners, small and input, and text and input. So we should give a gap actually. So I should do here. So let's give here something. Yeah, actually I wanted this only. Now it's cool. Oh, okay, perfect. Now this will redirect us to placeholder page. Okay, now done. Now we'll design. Now we'll bring this data dynamically. Okay, these are already in our state, so we don't have to create any like action reducer. We just fetch it from the state and put it here. Okay, so let's do that now. Before that, let's commit our changes. Checkout page, checkout steps, and payment page. I think it's enough. So next we'll do with work on a placeholder page. Okay. So we have done with the payment page. So we're able to put the payment details in our cart as well as in our reducer. So let's now design our next page, that is the placeholder page. So this page we're gonna resolve now. So see this item, these are only coming from basically like static data. Now we make a dynamic data, but before that let me clear my cart and add some other items. Okay, so let's add this headphone. Let's go to again and add this iPhone to it. Maybe too much. Maybe this mouse. So we have two items. These two items soon. Let's make the quantity 2, so it will be easy to distinguish here. Okay, so let's see this. Let's go to checkout. Then we go to payment option. Then we have to pay. Then we should have in the place order skin. So let's design it now. So let's put the first our checkout option. Then we should start something. So my autocomplete is already able to define it, so but it's not able to import. So let's import. Also it imports to import. So let's see this first. Okay. Okay, why it's coming like this? It should be, I think. Let's put it outside this, and we should put out it outside. Doesn't matter. And we have to wrap everything inside. Now we should be good to go. Yeah. Let's keep some class. Let's keep it style only. Yeah. Not 100 pixel. I guess one rem will is enough. Okay, it's enough. Yeah. Perfect. We have payment page. I think one rem is not enough. Let's go for 2 rem. Payment. We still payments and shipping. Login. Then card. Payment. Okay, now it's perfect. Everything is good. Okay, now let's load the data. Let's close this CSS. So for loading the data, what do you need? We need a cart, because all the things are in cart. Our payment method that we display here, our shipping address, and the orders also. We'll take everything from the cart. Okay, and we will do some calculation to put this there. Okay, clear? So let's do this. Const cart equal use selector state.cart. So, and we need to import this first. From React Router DOM, Redux. So we have the cart. So let's do this now. Where is the shipping? So shipping will be cart dot shipping address dot address. Then we need what will the field we have? Let's see the shipping address first. We need to find out the fields. Actually, I forgotten which are the field I'm using. Yeah, we have shipping address, city, and postal code and country. So we're gonna do it. City, country, then postal code. So let's go for shipping address dot city now. Okay, city, then postal code, then country. Okay, it's automatically figure it out, but I should paste the country first. I want to push. Shipping address, city, we don't need to comma. Shipping address, then the country, then the postal code, and it should come. Perfect. So we are able to do this. Now let's work on the payment method. It will be card.payment method, already known as. PayPal will come, nothing will change. And let's work on these now. So now we will map to the cart items. So before that, we need to check also. like cart cart items dot length equal 0. Then we need to set a message. Actually, we need to call a message container, and whatever we have done in a cart page actually. So let's go to cart page. If cart is empty, then we have to show that message. So exactly the same thing we're gonna do here, and we'll go back option also should provide. So okay, you understand this now. Let's let's now map this. So instead of, we will do here cart dot cart items, then map, and everything else will remain same for now. Let's do check this out. Cart item is not defined. Why? Okay, it is coming from here. It should be cart dot cart items. So we are getting this now. See this, the headphone and this. And why I'm not getting this? Because of the image. You have remembered that why, how we are handling it here also. So we need to put this one. We already have this, so we just basically have to put this one. So we are getting the image also. Perfect. And let's change this dynamic value. So here we will do we have to also link this which one, and we have to link this also. So for that, let's do with this one actually, the quantity. We are now rendering dynamically. We have the QTY. So now 2 will come. We have selected 2 if you remember, and 1 is coming from quantity. And this inside container should be link. Link to product slash, basically the product ID. We are getting it, product, if you remember. In cart item also, this is the ID key. So we need to provide a key also here. Item is not defined because we have go with product actually. And one more thing, it will throw an error about the link. We are not importing this link also, and we are not, now we don't need the this static data, and link we are already importing. Okay, message we are not importing here. Okay, we should import the message also. Okay, because we are using the message. Perfect. So it should be linked now. We are not visiting a single product. Okay, maybe the URL is different. Let's go to visit some single products. Okay, it's products. So it should be products here. Okay, now it should go back to cart, then checkout, then this, then continue. Perfect. So it's working. We are going to visit the product from here. That's why. And now it's now this part of the placeholder page have done perfectly fine. Let's now work on this order summary. There will be some calculation involved. That's it. So we'll to work this, we will design something here actually. We already have this cart. We can, this is object we are getting. In this object we can attach those things what we want to display in here. So I'm gonna attach here item price equal to cart item, and I wanna actually loop through all the items and calculate the total price here. So I'm gonna use a reduce method, and you can see the Copilot has also suggested. So I'm going to use this. So here I will do accumulated item, that will take the item plus and multiply with item quantity, and will add it up. So it will give me the item price. Okay, and the initial value will be 0. So let's use this cart.item price. For the items. Okay, let's see. So 173, perfect. 149 into 24, you will get 174. So it's working. Then we need the shipping address, shipping price. So same way we can do with the shipping price. So we'll do something like this. Cart.shipping price is, if we can set to any value. So let's put it like, if it is more than $100, then it will be 0. If it is less than $100, then 100. So for simplicity, let's use this first, and it will be 0 actually, because we have the price above 100. So zero. And if we like, suppose make some changes here, like instead of 100, let's do it 1000. So it should give me the $100 shipping price, but I don't want to add shipping price as $100. Just give it $25 and make it as 100. Okay, perfect. Let's do the taxes this way also. Cat dot tax price, it will be 0.15, or do to fix. Great. Actually I was about to convert it to number, then we get any tax price, like for like this based on your GST and whatever the state GST that you have provided. I just use some random value, you can select for your state and provided that value, then the item price into the to fix, so it will be the tax price. So I'm going to use this. See this, how the coding is now becoming so smooth with the Copilot and this VS Code. And this will make your life easier basically, because you have to just design this way, and you don't have to be spend so much time in the like figuring out a way to do it. So we just think and apply that logic. Great. Now we have the total. So total by all the prices, the tax price, shipping price, and item price. It's giving me total price. This is nice. Everything to fix. Perfect. Let's use this total price. Perfect. So now we have everything coming from our dynamic value. Okay. So this page is make now dynamic. Let's now work on this button, and we don't want to now actually link this item. Basically, we're gonna do the on click action. So button on click. On click. Place order handler. Let's create this place order handler. So for now, let's do console log only. Okay. So we have done with this page. Now we'll work on the place order thing, like how placing order. The thing we need to make a database call that will create our order. That if you remember the database here, let's go to order.mjs in the create order endpoint. If you remember it, I can show you in Postman also. So we are passing the shipping address, the order item, that is basically our cart item, the payment method, the tax price, shipping price, and total price. So we're gonna save all this and make a API call and just save it in our MongoDB database. So now we have to work on this. Okay, hope you're understanding this flow. So it will be a little bit, it will be a long video, because you have to understand the flow. I will go slow by slow, because you might get confused in this part, like how we are doing it. Okay. So before that, let's commit our changes first. Place order page dynamic data. Okay. Let's now work on the create order page. So we will doing it from the scratch, basically, because we don't have those constants, reducer, and actions for them. So we'll be doing it from scratch. So let's do this. Firstly, we will create our constants. So we haven't created it. It will be order constant, basically. Order constant .js. So we will create our constant here. Export const order create request, and we're gonna do export order create success, then the fail, or create fail. So we're gonna do these things. So we will need a reset also, because after creating the order, we will store it in our local stores, and we're gonna delete it. So we need to use this also. So yes, we don't read details now. And now let's create our reducers. We have to create our reducer. Order reducer. So we're gonna do here, we're gonna create our reducer. So export const order, let's name it as order create reduc reducer. We're gonna pass empty state and action, and so we're gonna do like on request or loading will be true, that is correct. Then on actually it had given me the correct code. I cannot make you understand also. Like we'll type, make the action type. So we'll once we like create the state like order create request, that will be loading will true only, and then we will have the loading will false for option create success, then success will true, that will be used to make some API call later and make some check condition. And we pass the order as action.payload, and on fail we're gonna make the loading false, and on error we will set action.payload, and on reset we're gonna clear the state, and default we're gonna just return the state. So it's perfectly fine code that is he has given. So I'm gonna tab it. Okay, so hope you understand this thing. Okay, one more thing I have misplaced here, and we need to import this. That's it. Request. See how much easier our work is done actually with the help of the copilot. But again, you have to understand this thing. Don't have to go blindly with the copilot. Okay. So we have imported this. That's it. Our reducer are ready. Actually, it is looking too much weird now. Let's do this way actually. Yeah. For more readability. Okay, now it's looking cool. Reducer. Now let's go to store, and let's make register this reducer. Okay, let's go here, and inside our combined reducer, let's do order create reducer that we have created, and it's as I expected, it's not imported it. Let's import by manually. So now we should get in our store. So let's go here, refresh this page. So on our store order create we have. So let's now work on this page. We have the constant. Let's create our, we don't need store, actions basically. So we'll create our actions now. So actions will be created. Order action .js. So let's create our actions here. Let's go to user action. We have something there. We're gonna copy it. Actually, I'm gonna exactly use this same thing because I don't want to write again and again. So let's copy this. It will be quite similar actually. And let's change it to create order. We're gonna pass the order object here, and we'll make here order create request. We need your info here. We're gonna use here post method, and we make our API call. What is happening here? And we will make our API call here, and that will be, if you remember what we have here, API order and create. We have this. If you check our API order create localhost API order create. So I'm gonna use this. So it's a post request. We need to put it. And we need to pass the order object here. Okay. So that's it from this part. Let's do the success part here. Order create success. One more thing we need to do. So once the order is created based on the cart, we need to clear our carts. So if you go here, let's go to cart constant first. So we need another one basically. Cart clear item maybe, yeah, that will work. So we'll need to clear the items here on dispatching. After the success dispatch, instead of login, we will do here the cart remove item. Okay, and we need to delete I think remove, not delete. Remove item. So it will be cart item. What we have, let's go to our store. We have cart items. So we're gonna remove this, and we don't need to stringify it because we are removing it. Okay, so we hope it is clear now. And before dispatching this action, we need to create a cart reducer also. So cart reducer, we need to create our here case cart clear item. We will take the state and we're gonna set the empty array. Okay, that's the thing I wanted to do. Okay, but it should not be like this. Sometimes the copilot is wrong. But anyway, human intervention is still needed. So we have done this part. Now the reducer order action is ready. So we need to do the reset here. Order fail, and we pass the error also. So we are done with this, and we have already made the API calls also. Let's now go to our place order page, and let's dispatch this action. So what we think need here, we're gonna need a navigate part also. So I'm gonna import here first the dispatch. We need a navigate part also to navigate. Use navigate hook that will come from your router DOM again. And we need the orders now. So const, because how we gonna put the payload there. So order create. You selected get the from state order create, but we haven't have the order create that we got from the state, and we're gonna restructure it. Order success and error. Okay, hope it is clear now. Let's separate these things. Let's now design our this place order handler. So what's we gonna do? We're gonna do dispatch here. Dispatch create order, and we're gonna do the order item at a card dot order item, shipping address card dot shipping address, and payment method card dot payment method that we use, and tax price is card dot tax price that we have calculated, the shipping price we have calculated, total price we calculated. We're gonna pass everything now. Okay, hope it is clear. Because we are creating the order. If you see the in our here also, we need this payment method, tax price, shipping price, total price, the order items, and address. So we're gonna pass everything here. Okay, hope it is clear to you. So it's gonna dispatch this action, and this will send in payload here. So if you see the payload, it will destructure the data with the object. It will pass here create order, and we have the payload, and we pass this payload. This payload will match there exactly the same. See this. So once we go into this actually the order.mjs, here we will destructure the shipping address, order item, payment method, tax price, shipping price, and total price that we are sending. And on order items, what you're gonna do here, see this, we are looping through this product with the item dot product id. That is we need the product id also. So we need to check that what we are passing in the cart items, how we are doing this cart items. So we need to search this. Let's see where we are not providing any information. Okay, yeah, here. So we are passing the product here. It should be product id, because we need to match the in the backend. And rest is remains same, but that is the only change. That is the whatever we are seeing it at product id. So whenever we call the product, we should call now the product id. See, if you remember here, it won't change anything actually. Basically, we just need to change the few things. The one thing is card items. It should be product id now. And anywhere else we are using it, I guess I'm using somewhere else also. Item dot product. Let's search for that. Item dot product. Don't want to make a mistake. In cart page we're using this, so it should be product id now. So item dot product. On click item dot product. Should be id. We don't have product now. Same. Passed id now. Same thing. So everything is changed now. Introducer. Here x is like for the product, and this is from the id should match here. Again, id should match here. And exit item. Exit item is what destructured the cart items only, so it should be id here. Again. and order just MJS we have the product ID already. Perfect. I think we're done with that changes. So it should create our everything now. Okay, I actually we cannot change the product ID, so I don't want to change it product. So that's why I change in the front end side. Okay, hope it is clear to you. And so I think we're done with this. We don't need this now. Store we don't need order action. We are there. We are in product page. So we've changed this. Where we will create the order now. Now the order is created. Now we can work on this down. After the order creation, what we have to do now, we have to figure out those things. So if the payment method is like if the payment method is not present, then we will gonna navigate the user to the payment page. Okay, that thing we need to do. Now we have to work on the use effect. So we're gonna start our use effect. We just need to pass the success here. So we're gonna check if success is true, then we're gonna navigate to the order page with destructuring the ID, because we have the ID actually from here. If you see, we have the ID. So on success, we're gonna destructure this ID, and then we're gonna dispatch one more thing. Order create reset, and it should not be. And we just need to pass the secret. So once the order is successful, then we gonna reset the order. I think we're done with it. Let's check this now. Hope we haven't break anything. Okay. We haven't imported it. Okay. So once we click on place order, the order should be placed here. So this method should call now. Okay, it's already created. Let's check. We have how many content do we have? 3. Okay, we just not created. So I click on the place order. Only registered is calling. Order created is not calling properly. Okay, let's see now what went wrong. Okay, you're not using this also. Let's see now what happened. So let's see first the order handler is called or not. Let's check this first step now, refresh it. Okay, create order is not defined. I missed something. Okay, I got there. Now actually we haven't imported this. Okay, now order should be placed. No change in database. And do we have any error? No, but it's not now. There is updated my state. Okay, it's failing. Okay, access is not defined. Okay, I got that now. In order action actually. So let's now see. I am getting 500 internal server error now. Request fail. Okay, something went wrong in the backend side. We need to check it now. Let's check the request.body. Let's print this body first. Let's try to do this. Let's refresh our page. Okay, we are not hitting this API. Do we have a user? It's not calling this API itself. So we were getting the error of like once the place order is done. Although I changed it to product ID, but it wasn't reflecting. This is because of, look, some guys might have figured out, because of the local storage. Our local storage was static and we are taking data from there, but I wasn't removing the local storage once I change it to product ID. So that's why we getting the error. Now if you check out, start the MongoDB too. First let's see, let me show you the where the data will reflect. So we should get a new order with the price whatever mentioned here. Okay, so let's check out and let's see the dev tool also side by side. Okay, now the empty, we don't have that. Let's go to checkout, then put the address. Let's change it to like 0 maybe to recognize it actually. So shipping address will call, perfect. Now payment method will also call, and order create reset is called. So we should get $840 total with the taxes of this and shipping price 0 as it is greater than 100 what you have said. So if you place order now, white spelling is giving me 500 in order action. Maybe I have to log in and log out again. Something wrong with that. Okay, this time it worked. Oh, it was login issue. Maybe the token. So you can see the success has been called here somewhere. Order create success, and we get the orders. Perfect. And in the local studio we already removing everything, so cart will also remove. So if you go to cart page again, cart remove not working. Account refresh. So once you refresh it, it will gone. So in this case you are deleting the emptying the cart. Okay, hope it is clear. And in MongoDB one more order will be created, that one we have saved. See this. Okay, perfect. This camera we ordered up to quantity 2. So total price is also there. See this. So we are able to place order successfully. Okay, so you can see some login statement I put it actually to get the user, if it is user exit and the order from the payload from the front end. So this is the payload we are getting from the front end. So if you got it, like we haven't updating the cart with the latest product to product that we have done. That's why it's getting there, because we are fetching from the cart. So let's commit our changes now. And save to DB. So we have done with that. Let's now create this page. You might have getting the error once we go into the order page. So let me create the order page now. so that we won't get any errors. Okay. So let's do that. So we have to go with the steps that we followed always. That is the constant reducer, then checking in the store, then creating the action, then no, dispatching those action in our pages. So let's go by that step that you are already familiar with. So now we will design the order page to get the orders actually. Okay, so order or orders. So this page will create now. It is somewhat similar to the page that we created, that is place order page. I think we will not get to place order page now. In our local storage we are still having this information. So let's design this page now. Let's see first the routes. I am designing it because we need to same something. Need to pass the ID now. Same thing we're doing here. For that, let's add some product. Try to place order. Death Valley. Texas. Death Valley, Texas, and if you place order, no routes match this location. Place this actually. This should work now. Yeah. So now the data is coming statically, but it will come now dynamically now. Okay. The cart is now empty. Okay. So let's see this. Hope they have orders also. Yeah, orders also created now. So let's go with constant now. I'm gonna close everything now. We will open later. Let's go to constant. Order constant. Let's create our constant now. Export cons order detail request, that is details request. I wanted to do this actually. Wow, so much predicting. Order detail success, then we need fail. That's it. We need this constant request success and fail to get the order details in the order detail page. Then we'll design the payment page. So before that, let's close our constant now. Just go to reducer, that is order reducer, and so let's copy this order create. It will be similar to this, so I'm gonna copy this. And we will rename it as order detail reducer. So initially we will have the loading. We will set the loading to true. Initially it will be loading, and we need the order items also. Initial it will be empty. We need the shipping address, that will be empty object. Empty object, so I think I've done mistake here. And what you're gonna do here, we'll return the state as it is, and loading to true, and it will be order detail request order detail success, it will remain same, and fail will pretty much remain the same. And we don't need this reset anymore. Let me separate this. Now let's register this in our store.js as we follow. Orders, order details, maybe order detail reducer, and we need to import this. It's not importing. Order detail reducer. Okay, for detail actually. Yeah, we have the details now. See, order item and shipping address. Initially these are empty. Now let's create our actions. So we have only this, and we're gonna copy this exactly the same and we modify it. First we will change it to get order detail. And we will paste from the ID that we are passing. Remember that I am passing the parameter ID, and we're gonna do here order details request. It will remain same, and it will also same from the state we will get the authenticated user info. We will change this URL. If you remember what is the URL for getting the orders, if you remember that post we have, get order by ID. If you remember, we have done two for authenticated user as well as okay, these are for authenticated authorization. Okay, first it will be authenticated user only for get by ID. Okay, I think orders, yeah, two post authenticated and admin. For this is admin orders, this is for authenticated user, this is for authenticated by ID. So this should be accessed by everyone, not only admin. So we're gonna use this API. API order, okay, it's what they are actually, and we will pass here the ID, and it will be $. That's it. I think it's order only, na? Yeah, order and ID. So make API call, it will remain same. It will on success. We will do the same. We are not going to remove anything from the cart now. On error, fail. Okay, pretty much the same. So we have done now the actions. Now let's time for dispatch this action in our order page that we have already statically created. Okay, so we should do control P. I don't remember order page. It's a order page only, yeah. Now we'll fetch this statically. Okay. So first we need the ID. Const ID as order ID and use params. Perfect. So I don't think we can do it. So we can do this way. Const order ID equal to, just assign this Okay, now it's look good. So firstly we need the id for our UL param to get the id. Then we also need a navigate to navigate. Use navigate, don't forget to import it. We will be needing it to redirect to the checkout page, which we'll design later. So we need the dispatch now. To dispatch this one, use dispatch. That will come from Redux, React Redux. It's not importing. Thanks, Copilot. So now we need the use selector to select a particular state, particular object from the state, that is our order detail. Okay. Const order details. Use selector, we will take the order details that we have set in our state. If you remember, order in our state store.js, actually this one. Okay, so we're gonna destructure that loading. We need the loading, error as well as the order, the same we have done previously. Nothing is changed till now. If you match with the product, what do you say, the place order page. Okay, so now we have the error, and we need to create those things that we have done earlier for the place order page. So before that, let's do these things. let's view some data. So for that we need to dispatch, and we need to store use effect, actually use effect. So I'll import it. Okay, so we're gonna import it. So we're gonna on use effect, and we're gonna dispatch it, but we cannot dispatch it directly because initially we have setting the loading to true, if you remember that in our action. So we need to check those condition here. Not equal to order, initially it will be loading, so we don't have data, so it will give some error. Or order.id, because params will also can be empty. Equal to order id, then only dispatch this. So if this match, so it will not equal. In this case means initially we don't have to dispatch this every time, but once these are not present only, then only dispatch this. It's dynamic like rendering. Initially it won't present, so if won't present all will be true, and will dispatch it. So once it present, we don't have to rerun the use effect again. That's why we're putting this condition. Okay, and we need to pass the order also here, I think, dependency. So let's now dynamically render this. So now let's do it in that we have done for the products page. Let's go to products. I wanted to show you something. I wanted to use this, the loader, the message and everything. It will be same actually. So I'm gonna copy this. I want to use this. So we won't show anything, so we can put it here actually. Okay, so let's put this everything inside this. hopefully everything is there. Okay. We'll do this way, it will be easier. Let's put it here. Just put directly shift here, we don't need to select this, and just put alt arrow. So here we go. Let's import this now. That's it, because it's returning a template directly. That's why. Why it's what I have imported in loading only. So loading and message are coming. So if loading, because we are setting that no loading, if you remember. So if loading, something went wrong, and then this, then this. Okay. Oh, let's put the error here. Let's put this way. Actually, we can do this way. It is okay. Yeah. And we need the dependency success also, I guess. So on success only we just rendered this. Order not found. Why I'm getting this? Let's put this error and let's put in Postman. Okay, need to provide a token also. Why didn't it copy everything? Okay, we are getting the orders. So let's see why it's not happening here. ID also getting. Why I'm getting this error? Order is not defined. It shouldn't happen. We are getting this error actually from our state. Actually, what we did, order is not defined. So if it is user, then this, else user ID. I'm not sending anywhere. Order not found. Why is it going on? So the order sort ID only. Now we are doing same API in Postman also. API order, then order ID. Okay, here we shouldn't pass anything. Actually, that's why we're getting the error. Except get request only, na. .404 not found now getting. Okay, maybe we're defining the post here. Sorry, for my mistake. You guys might have done correctly. I have been copy pasting. I completely forgot that. So where are the orders? You will see here. So see that we are getting the order. So we need to just dynamically now get this information in the table. Okay. First we will do here only. It will dynamically order dot underscore ID. Now it should enter the ID here. Perfect. Let's do like this, order number. Perfect. So see this payload, we have inside order item, we have all the information, the product information only actually. So inside the order we have shipping address ID, and we have shipping price and everything. We don't have shipping address, just passing the ID here. We need to change this endpoint actually. We need to define something. So we already have defining air order. So what we can do here, we can do the populate method, because if you see the schema here, order schema, let's go to orders.js, I guess, schemas. So we have already a reference to this, so we can populate them. So let's check that. So let's see the populate method. So if we have some schema like this, which is referred like this, so we can do like this. So whatever value we need to populate, we need to write them. Like we have author, that is, if you do author, everything will come. We can do author like this also, or we can do like this, populate fans. So specific field or all the fields. So let's do that. Okay, hope you're getting it. We can do it because we have foreign key relationship like that, something in SQL. We're gonna do exactly the same. After the find, we're gonna populate. Okay. Dot populate user ID. Via the user ID, we are saving the user ID actually. This field. And we're gonna fetch name and email. What do we have in user? We have to check the user also. Name or username, I've forgotten that. Okay, username only. So username and user, we are already getting this on loop also. Okay, for now it's not getting. Okay, leave it. So we'll take this username and email. So user ID email we will get. Okay, that's it we required actually. Make sure that we have the username for every user, the pane also. Okay, we have so username, first name, last name, whatever, and we can do find one here. We don't need to do repetitive query here, and we need to populate shipping address. Entire shipping address may be cool, yeah. Okay, same thing we need to do for here. Let's do find one with the ID and the user ID. So let's make our life simpler. Dot populate, same thing we're gonna populate. Let's copy this too. Okay, cool. Let's put a condition also. If not equal to orders, let's run it now. So now we are getting all the thing, I guess. Yeah, shipping address also, username, and with the name. Perfect, we are getting it, everything. Now we can use them. Let's see our state now. Bam, we have these fields also. So let's now try to import it in the in our code. We don't need this user and user. I just need to just show the example. So what you can do, name here, we can do order dot user dot name should be user id dot username basically. So dynamically render that. Perfect. So user id, same thing we need to do here for email. Email. Nice. Now we have to do for shipping address. So remember this payload. Shipping address id. We need to copy this. I cannot copy. I can copy from here. So we can do here shipping address dot what we have done in the should do order dot shipping address dot first we will do the address. Let's see what are the field we have. Address, city, country and postal code. Address, city, postal code and country. Perfect. I like country then postal code actually. I don't know, I like this way. I am not getting the commas here. Let's see the order place page. Place order page. What do I want to be missing here? Okay, cool. We are all getting dynamically now. The payment method we are also getting order dot payment method. Order dot payment method. Perfect. Now this array, the same array that we have done in the order place page, same array we need to map here. So I'm going to do exactly the same. Product detail, product image, I think we are same. Product detail and product image. So we can actually copy paste this exactly the same way. And this much I guess. Yep. Let's copy paste here. What happened? So instead of, we will do order here, order items. See this, we have this only, order items. Okay, okay, nice, we are getting this. Okay, cool. And we just need the order summary now, which we have already done. This is exactly the same we are doing. Means here. So we're gonna define those again. Whatever we defined here actually, if you remember. But we need only the ordered item price. Rest we are taking from the payload itself. If you check here, payload we already have everything, so we just need the total item price actually. So yeah, we can remove this all, we don't need this, and we can put a condition here. If once it is loading, if we are not loading and we don't have any error, then only display this. Okay, so we're gonna do here now the same thing. Items, what is this? Total, that is actually total price, I guess. Total price, order item, that's why you're getting the error. Okay, so we need this total item, that's the total item price. Let's check in Postman. I don't know that like suspended token is so much little, why not, why it is. So we're gonna do item price. Okay, let's see what we have done there. Items equal to item price, so let's put that. So shipping will be, what do we have pass here? Shipping will be shipping price. Then we need taxes, that is tax price. And we need total, that is the total price. Image is okay. Okay, now perfect. Okay, now you're getting it cool. So everything is correct now. You are able to design it order page. Now we'll change the payment method. Now we'll work on this delivered and paid first. If it's not paid, then we'll show something message like order is paid, and if delivered, then that message. So we'll work on this dynamically now, and later we will work on this payment part. Okay, now we'll enter the payment part, that if we complete the order payment, then it will be paid, and if it is delivered from admin side, it's delivered. Okay, let's now work on that. Before that, let's commit our changes. Okay, now let's work on that. So far we have designed the order page. So we have getting the order number as well as the user, shipping address, and the product that we have ordered. So few more thing I will wanna do. Then I will move into this payment payable integration. So here you can see that this notepad is not dynamically coming, so I will make it dynamic, and We'll make a order API call for fetch request for the patch request of order paid. If you remember that we have our patch request here like that, order ID and the pay, that is our patch request. So we're gonna use this endpoint to update the pay once the payment is done via PayPal or anything. So we're gonna update that. So we will design that all this before, then we get into the PayPal integration. Okay, and I will now I will show you the demonstration of how to make a payment. Okay, so let's do that. In order.mjs we have created our endpoint. If you remember, we are not sending any like payload, we are just getting the ID from the params, and we gonna, okay, so we're gonna make update true and order now. So from PayPal we get also a payment results which will contain all the order details that is done for PayPal. It will given by PayPal only. So I'm not sure how we're gonna use it. I can store it in JSON later, but anyway we will pass it. Yeah, later you can modify it to save it somewhere. So let's go to our order page, and let's go to where is that? Yeah, payment method is paid button. So we're gonna now render it dynamically. So if you in the state we have our is paid, that is directly present in the order object. You can see order dot is paid, we can get the is paid. So we can do like this. If ordered dot is paid, so if it is true, then we can now put a success method here. So it will be a success method. If you remember, you have already designed this paid, and paid at we will pass dynamically here the is paid at value. Okay, order dot paid at, okay, the sub string here. I will take the date part only. Okay, if you remember here. So let's see. For now we have this order and we are getting this still because it is null. Okay, we are logged out basically, so let's log in again. So again we have to put some order. So let's purchase this iPhone. Let's make it Austin, Texas. Some changes in the like address bit. So we have now this order. So I will make this order pay from the backend, and let's see. So let's go to this order and let's make it true, or let's run the API and pay from outside actually. And let's change the order ID to the order ID that we are using, and let's call the API to update that. I don't know why it's not happening. So I think it's updated. Yeah, so let's go here and refresh this page. So you can get it that paid it this. So I think it's substring. Yeah, it should work now. Yeah, so we're getting this date. Perfect. So this way we can see that how it is updated. I don't know why I haven't provided it. Yeah, so perfectly we are getting that is paid at this. So we will update it like this way. Okay, once we order the paid, so it's not paid actually, but I just wanted to show you how to use that. Okay, so now what is the next thing? Let's get the order pay, like the reducer action and the constant to like call the API once the PayPal is, once the PayPal will make the payment. So before that we'll create that. So let's close them. So let's go to constant, order constants. Let's create 3 more constant. Let's get this way. Order pay request. Okay, actually I wanted to do this. Pay success, pay fail, pay reset. Okay, I wanted to use this only. So constants are ready. Let's go to reducer now, and let's copy this. We're gonna modify that. Let's see, try to use the copilot here. Export const pay order reducer with the state as empty state and nothing will pass. So we want to do order pay request. On request we will loading will true, loading will false in success, and on fail we will pass the error here. And I'm gonna use exactly the same. Actually we don't need to modify this anything. So perfect, that is the use of like the copilot. So if you don't getting this suggestion, you can just copy this reducer, and we need to modify this. We are not getting the state mutable, and we are not getting the order, we are not sending anything. So these two will be changed and the rest will remain same. And pay change is always like the like the emptying the state. So it is not importing these things. So let's import them one by one. Pay request, pay success, fail, reset. So it will be reset. Perfect, we're done with that. So let's register it in our store.js. Order pay order pay reducer. Order pay reducer is not imported. So let's import it. So let's see they are registered in our store or not. Perfect, we have order pay here. So we're done with this. Now let's get the actions. So let's copy this. And it will be pay order. Let's make it pay order. Let's part here the payment result that we might save later. Order pay request, nothing will change here. So still we need the your login constant, and now we make API call. So what is the API call? If you remember, order.mjs. Let's copy this. Here will pass dynamically the ID. And it will be order pay request. So this will remain same. Order pay success, it will also remain same, and it will fail will remain same. I think we don't need to make any change now. And yeah, that's it. So we can pass this, which is not required actually, and still we are not taking any request, but still just pass this. Okay, later we will see that what we're gonna do it in the backend. Okay, for now let's pass this. Yeah, that's it from the action side. So let's go to order page now. And before starting the PayPal integration, let's commit our changes first, because in PayPal we're gonna need to do the payment integration from fresh. Paid at reducer action done. So now we will do the PayPal integration. Okay. Before doing that, we need to create our ID in a PayPal, and we need two account. Basically, the one will be the business account, one will be merchant account. Business account is the account there where the money will be transferred, and the transfer account, personal account, will be account where you can, like, through which account you can pay. So I already have accounts, so we are not going to use real money here. We're gonna use a sandbox account for testing. So let's go into PayPal first. Sandbox.paypal. So let's go there. Let's create account here. So I am able to log in now. I uses a business login to login. So let's create then the sandbox account. We already have sandbox account now, so we can create anything here. So let's create our the sandbox account. So let's go create account. So let's create the business account first. And select any country. I'm gonna select, let it be, let's get custom account actually. Let it be, don't change anything. Let's provide some email account like fitness merchant, something like that. At gmail.com. So anything you can create. Let's set a password. Let's give in fitness computer. Let's create this, and let's put opening balance of maybe $100,000. That will be enough. So let me save this also. So we created the sandbox account. That is our sandbox account. See, it's business. And let's create the personal account now. Personal account. Okay. So customer account, I need to change the email actually. So it will be personal account, personal, and email, let's call it clicksoft at gmail.com. I'm not sure how it's not identified. Let's make it clicksoft1. Okay, no issue. Clicksoft e-commerce. Why it's want me to do? Okay, let's enter this 100,000. So we have created our personal account, business account. That's it. We are ready to go now. Okay. So next team, we need to create an app. Go to app and credential. Let's create our app. Okay, this is our default application. We not want to use it. We'll create our app. Let's call it as ClickShop. So we'll fitness merchant, our business account. So we'll have to map the business account to get the IDs and everything. So let's create our app. Perfect. We have our app created, and this is our credential. We're gonna use it. Okay. So we are ready to go now. We have our accounts and we have our both the accounts. Okay. So let's go to PayPal integration React.js. So let's go to installation first. We need to install this library, actually the SDK library. Okay. So it will provide the PayPal buttons that we need, any messages and everything. So that's it. We're gonna do it like this. Let's see the documentation how to integrate in code. So we have this PayPal developer sandbox, creating account. We have done with this, adding PayPal to your React app. That is the second part. Let's go there. So we have already done this app credential. Enter the name of PayPal you're creating. In case the PayPal client ID, adding PayPal to your React, add a PayPal. So we need to install this library. The context provider, we will use the skill provider and the button to display those button. Actually we are hard coded this button, but now it will come from the SDKs. Okay, you are getting it. So we need to import this, and we have to provide initial options. So it can be this, and now we have to provide this options. So let's do that. Let's install this. We are in client side. So done. We have installed the application. Let's run on the server now, and let's check our package.json. We have PayPal.js. Okay. So now what is the next step? We need to import this in our app.main.js and wrap it the application. We need to check out component. We have the PayPal component. We can add this JS SDK to accept the object passing query. Okay. Docs, and let's go to main.jsx, and let's import that first, and let's create our initial state. So here we will put our client ID. So let's put the client ID that we have created right now. That's our client ID for the app. So later I will replace this with env file. For now, let it be. Okay. Now wrap this application around them. So let's follow the documentation here. So okay, so we're ready to use now. So now we have to use the this PayPal button. We can provide a loading state. So we can use this, but I'm gonna use it in different way. We are gonna to use our own loading state. Okay, don't worry about that. So we have done with this. Let's go to our order page now, and let's use those button. So we need few things. We don't want to see those button once we are logged in. We're gonna show it in different way, like if it is already paid, then we don't want to show this button. So for that, we never simply show this button. Once we put a state, that will set up when to use that, otherwise it will call every time. Okay, so follow this checkout. So we're gonna use this. Okay, on approve and on create order, two things we will provide there in PayPal button. Okay, so little bit different you're gonna use. So let's create that. Let's go to order page. Let's get our used first lead. Let's take the that we have created, the if you remember in the action tab part. So we're gonna destructure it, loading pay and success pay. So we're gonna import this. Now we need the use state here. So initially we'll set the SDK to false. So let's remove this thing. We are not using this from data now. So and use state. Okay, we need use state. So let's import this. Okay, so we are ready to use this now. So let's bring the button first. Let's go here. So in this div we're gonna load it. So how we gonna do it? We will say if order, if it is order is not paid only, because we don't want to show the button once the order is paid. So order that is paid. So if SDK ready, if SDK ready, then show this button on click, navigate to order ID, payment. We're not going to do it. So what we have to do here? If it is loading, first let's check for loading pay. If it is loading, then show the loader. If SDK ready, then we have to do something. Why it's telling like this? Actually, it should be here, and it should be there. And this div, I guess. Okay, ready. Like we are not, the order is not paid. Like we are not dispatching those order. So we're gonna do here loading again. Else gonna show PayPal button. PayPal button. So what's we gonna do here? We need few things here. First thing will be style. So style will be layout will be vertical. Not don't want to say horizontal. Vertical. Then we need create order, that we have seen on documentation also. See this restart. So create order, we will do this exact the same part. On approve, we're gonna do this part. So on create order, on approve order, so I'm gonna copy this thing. Okay, and on approve, we're gonna call this, and we're gonna design this method. Okay, okay, we are ready to do it now. And let's create these functions now. Exactly doing the same whatever maintained in documentation. Okay, so let's go here, and so const on create order data action So what's we gonna do here? See this documentation again. we're gonna create the return auction this order purchase unit with the value and the. So firstly we'll check here. One thing we need to check first, if we don't have order, suppose the order is not load, so we're gonna do here order details not available and return. So if order is not present, then we're gonna do this. So we'll create that. I will put it in like method actually. Set order, will we name it as order current value, something like that. So we will use the we can put this all the things, but I'm gonna use this purchase unit array, and here I will provide the units. So we can provide the currency code also if you want. Yeah, see. So we are ready to use this. So return actions dot order dot create with the current whatever we set. Okay, same thing, we just wrapping it in function. If you see this, we return it because we wrap, and it won't be 899, it will be actually order dot total price that we are calculating. Okay, so you have the total price here now, right? If you say this total price. Okay, so we are ready to do this, and let's create the let's call our custom method. It will be better. Actually we don't need any actions, but still const what we have rename it on approve. So on approve, what you're gonna do, we need to dispatch that order action, if you remember, and it won't be a async method. Where is that? On approve. We don't need this actually, and so we're just gonna dispatch pay order with the order ID and the data. Order ID we are getting from the params. Okay, so done with that. Am I importing this? Let's import this. Where is importing? So and now next we have to make some changes in the use effect. Now we need to include the success pay. Now we're going to use the success pay because we're going to need it. Now once the order pay success, we're going to reload the skin, that's why. And before that we need to clear our or we need to reset our order. Okay, once the pay is successful, then we're going to dispatch this. So don't forget to use this here. And we need one more thing actually. So else if order is not paid. So if order is not paid, then if the order is not paid, then what's you gonna do here? In order not paid, we will make set success ready to true, that it is not paid, and load that payment skin. Okay, so it's also depend on this success state. Now Okay, all these things it is dependent now. So we are pretty much done. Let's see now we are getting bottom or not. This order already paid, so we are not getting it. Okay, we are essentially log out. Let's log out. I think I need to improve my session here. Okay, payment method PayPal. Let's paste this order. Perfectly, we are getting the button. Nice. So once you click on that, you will get the PayPal option to pay. Nice. We need actually our account as the clicks of one. That is our the user account, the personal account. I'm not sure about that. Okay, that's it only. Okay, it was 111. So see, our account is coming now. Amount that is 344498. If you are saying it, so I will do purchase here. So it's a fake card. Don't worry about it. So payment is done, and it should be paid. I'm not sure why it's not called. Order page not called. Okay, but this payment is done. Okay, why it's not updated? My orders should be paid now. The paid API not called. The API calling is not happening, but we are able to pay it. Let's console log this. Let's try again. Okay, we are getting a token here. The 404, we're getting 404 here. Okay, I got the error. Actually, I haven't put the put request here. If you say here, where to here put request. Okay, sorry about that. So let's pay again. But it's already paid, but it's still it's waste of money, but I need to update it anyway. So at least API call is working. Now it should call the API. Still not called. Why is not happening? It's still it's false. Why it's false? The API call is not happening. Something is wrong. Patch request actually. Again we are doing mistake, silly mistake. It's a patch request actually. If you remember here, it's a patch request. Patch. So let's do again. Let's see side by side. Okay, let's try to do it again. So many amount is now wasted. Yeah, perfect. You can see the pay date is done and the icon remove. So our order is being updated perfectly. Nice. See this pay date and it's become true. So we are perfectly integrated our PayPal. Congratulations, and we are able to do everything that we have set up. So once it pays, we will not show the icon so that we cannot pay again. So to retest again, let me create from scratch some order. Let me purchase this. Too much costly. Let's purchase 3 items of this. Check out. Let's check out now. So let's place our order and let's pay it. only $66. So see this payment integration, how it's happening. So once it's set, it will be paid it, and we have removed the icon. That's it. So we are successfully integrated, and now it's working fine. So put a pat in your back that you are able to do it. It's not that complex. We just have to go through documentation steps that is followed. So we will successfully able to do it. Okay. So I need one more thing actually. Why the cart is not cleared? Okay. I don't wanna purchase this, so but I want to do something here. So I want this skin to be seen in somewhere else. So you can show credit card also here. Nice. It will show here render. Nice. So I don't want to do it. I want to put it in center actually. So hope you remember that we have this one also that was providing the this to the image. So we need to do that. We need to apply the same class here to display grid actually. Okay, why haven't, can I give class name here? Let's try to give, what will happen now. Correct, we are able to do it. What is too much? I guess we need 300 only. Cool. So it should show this one. Okay, nice. I think we shouldn't do the width, let it width, height, we don't provide any height. Okay, nice. Okay, now it's looking fine. Good. So we are able to do it actually. It's looking pretty nice here. And let's commit our changes now. We have done so much today and you have learned so much. Hopefully you have learned so much. It was the most important thing that we done. Now rest will be easier. We have only remain with the that showing all the order details in the profile page, and then we have the admin side. Once we done it, we are ready to deploy the application actually. That I will show you. We are doing this project for pretty long now. So yeah. So next part we will do, we will go into our profile page and we're gonna display all our orders. Okay, next part is that's pretty simple. Once we're done, we will go into admin side. We will we will design the orders. That orders we can edit the orders, we can delete the orders, and same for products, edit and delete. That will done. Create, we can do create product icon. You will able to create product from here, and many more functionality like orders also. So it will be pretty interesting now. So let's work on those. We are about to design this order space. Now this is static data. We will replace the data from coming from our API call and from MongoDB. So I have deleted some previous order that I created using the Postman. Remember that. So these are the order that we created using the Frontend. So we will make it so here now. All the orders related to the user only. That user only. I think we have created for all this for this user only, and this is I guess Ben only. Let's go to user. I think this is the user. Yeah, this is Ben only. So we have created using this user only 6A00 na? Yeah. So we will get the orders of this order. If the order user will not have any orders, it will say no orders. Okay. So let's do this now. It's pretty simple actually. Now you have done so much things. So let's go to our code and see that we cannot take it from the order details because we are clearing the details once we place the order, and it is not a good idea also to fetch the orders. So we will have to make API call. Let's open our constant first, order constant. And let's create some constant. Export order list my request. Yeah, how you know that? I think he's reading my mind again. Success, fail, and why we need reset. Can you tell me why we need reset? We need reset because once the user is logged out, we don't wanna show those orders to the other user if they log in. So that's why we are clearing the state also. Okay, hope you're getting it. So now we're done with the constant. Close this. Let's go to our reducer now. Order reducer. So export const order list my order. Actually I was about to do it with initial state orders to be empty array because orders are incoming will array. So actually I wanted to do this. How is no? So it's gonna do these things. List success, request fail, and reset. Simple thing we are doing. So we just have to import this. A loading will false and orders will be action.payload. That's it. The change we have done. So let's import this. Actually it's repetitive term to repeating thing. So I'm not going in detail because you already know these things because I have. So we are doing it the same thing for many times. Just the reset is like we set a empty list of orders. Okay, done with that. Let's restart this. So not that much any change. So store.js order list my order list reducer. Okay, it's not importing. Let's import it. So it's pretty simple now. You've done so many times now. So done it, registered. It should be in our state. Yeah, we have the state with orders and empty array. Okay, we're gonna make an API call, fetch those record here and loop it through and display it. That's it. So for that we need to create our access. We can close this one also. Order actions, but the access we need to take. So first let's see the endpoint. What do we have? Order.mjs. Yeah, my orders. So we're gonna do it. Remember how it's working actually. We'll pass this value here. So we will get the user for the requested user, and for this user ID we will find the orders. So if you see here, we have the user ID here in our order. That is a foreign key, in a basically foreign key. So we will use this to fetch the and display these things for the user. Okay, if you're getting it. So we just send the orders. That's it. So if you remember that we have in our my orders here also. So let's test this from what is the response. Let's test this once. So I'm gonna use this token. It's been a while now, so I need to show you the response also, how we have designed that. So there we go. So in this way we'll get the orders the same format. That's it. What we are displaying actually here. See this. We're not displaying many of the things. We are displaying the date, the order ID, and total, and the paid or not. And if you click on detail, then it will go to the order page. Okay, to that order. That's it. Const list my orders so exactly going to do the same. So let's see it's giving me the correct code or not. Try to dispatch this user info. This will be sent. We will fetch a get API request. See my orders is able to get the perfect details of this, and we will provide the token and then display list order with the payload of the data. And on fail this is showing, but we have to do one more thing, like, yeah, that's it I guess. So it is should be, the API should be same. It's a API my orders, not orders my orders. So yeah, that's where it's wrong, but now it is correct. Axios is already imported. List my order. Let's import these things. Request will send the token, it will send the orders, then the success, then the fail. So pretty much done with the actions. Actually we are making the API calls, and we are not putting export. I think it's good with that. We will match this localhost API my orders. So it's a pretty simple thing. We don't have to do anything from the action side. Now let's go to one more thing we need to do. We go to logout. That is I think user page. User action, we have the logout I guess somewhere. Yeah, on logout we have to dispatch this also. Okay, we are not setting up the user detail actually. Dispatch user details reset. We are not calling this method actually. We have defined somewhere. Let's go to user constant. So that's why we are getting that error. Actually we are not clearing the user state once the login is logout is happening. So not this, actually it should be in reducer, user reducer. So here we have defined that clearing the state, not this user detail reset. So we were not calling that. That's we need to clear, because on logout also we need to clear the user details. Okay, so it should happen now. Let me check this before going ahead. So on logout user detail reset should call, and users will be empty list now. Okay, that I forgot. So let's log in again. Okay, so hope we have a user info now, and everything will be as it is. And we need to call one more thing. We don't need now reducer, we already seen that. So we need to call here dispatch user detail reset, already done, but I want to do patch what we have done here, that order list my reset. So we need to call this. It is okay. So we need to do these things. Okay, so we're done with that, and let's go to the profile page and dispatch this action. User profile. Wait, we have made a user profile page. So we'll make it dynamically now. There is no space here. So everything level 7. We need to bring the state actually here. So const order list my, from use selector we will select the state, and we're gonna destructure loading equal to loading orders, error equal to error orders, and orders. What do we have? We have orders now only. Start orders. Okay, loading, orders, loading, and that's it. Order, loading, and error. Okay, we are importing correctly. Order, loading, and error. Okay. So let's now use it. So once the user is login, we're gonna dispatch dot action here ourselves. Order list my dispatch list my orders. So it is imported. So we're gonna make API call here itself and paste all those information based on the user. We will exit. So let's see it's coming or not. So your detail success has happened. Not. So it should be seen this state. Let's refresh this page. So okay, we have our orders. See that 1 2 3 7 orders we have. So we are getting on the state. So we just have to loop it through and get the data needed to be this place. We are also getting order details. We have which order items which we will not showing here. Okay, so everything is done perfectly. So let's now render this. So same thing we need to do exactly. If loading, then show the loader here. If loading orders, then loading that we are importing, I guess. It's a loader or loading. Let me see where it's loading. Okay. So that after that, if error, then show the error. That will be the empty list also cover here. Should do like this. If we have the errors, then we will show these errors. So same thing we are doing here only. So exactly the same thing we have to do. Okay, and if not the case, then we need to display this table inside this. Okay, so hope we are done. So if loading is true, then show the loading. If errors is there, then show the error orders message. And if all the cases are not there, then show the tables. So what you're gonna do, this will remain same, no issue. You will just have to change the t body here. You will take one tr and remove all other tr from here, and we're gonna map it through. So here we will do orders that we are getting, order.map. Okay, it was the case actually. So what we have to do here, we have to provide here the key, here key order.id, that is okay. Then we have to provide here order dot id, then order dot, if you remember where is the date, order dot created at order, I think it's created at, and here order dot total price. Let's check. Yeah, total price. Here order dot paid at, where you have to do two things actually. Okay, I removed that part. Here you should do two things actually. I forgot, I have mentioned something there. Where is that? We should be using two things here. Cross we are using now. So if order dot is paid, then show the order dot paid at, else show the image. Image src equal to cross alt cross. Okay, so if it's order that page paid, then so order that paid at dot sub string 0 to 10. Okay, we should do the same thing here. Dot sub string 0 to 10. Okay, so if it's paid, then so order dot paid. It's paid at only, no? Yeah, or the cross sign and BTM cart. Let's give it on click action. On click. Okay, that's it, I guess. Let's see this now. Wow, we are getting this. Perfect. Already paid at, and if it is paid, then this, and you can go to details also. Wow, nice. So everything working fine. Anyone can see the details also. See paid at. So it's pretty nice actually what we have done. Give a pat in your back that you are able to do it, and we have done this so far. Okay, so nice. All the details are coming from the backend. That's we wanted to do, and let's conclude our lecture. So we're done with the entire site, that customer interface side. We have done everything. Now the remaining code is like the search, the pagination, and if you remember, we have products. Where they go? A product review. So we need to do this. The rest will be done. And apart from that, now we'll work on the first admin side first. What are the users? I already told you that the products and order. Once we're done, we will come back to later to the doing the final touch, and then we will deploy this project. Okay. So hope this lecture was helpful to you. Current users orders in his profile done. Okay, next we'll work on the admin side.